So good day everyone. So this is Rina Nunes and we will talking about the learning style preferences. So in learning style preferences refers to the characteristics, strengths and preferences in the ways intake in and process information. The idea of learning style began in the 1970s where a growing literature and industry posited that learners have specific individualized ways of learning that work best for them. This teaching tip discusses the distinction between learning styles and learning preferences and summarizes the Solomon Felder Index of the learning style. So the active relative scale, how do you prefer to process information? So in active learners learn by doing something with information. They prefer to process information by thinking about it and trying it out. So in reflective learners learn by thinking about information. They prefer to think things through and understand things before acting. So we will proceed in the sing intuition scale. How do you prefer to take in information? In Sing learners prefer to take in information that is concrete and practical. They are oriented towards details, facts, and figures and prefer to use proven procedures. They are realistic and like practical applications. So intuitive learners prefer to take in information that is abstract, original, and oriented towards theory. They look at the big picture and try to grasp overall patterns. They like discovering possibilities and relationships and working with ideas. So we will proceed to the visual and verbal scale. How do you prefer information to be presented? So in visual, learners prefer visual presentation of materials, diagrams, charts, graphs, and pictures. So in verbal, learners prefer explanation with words, both written and spoken. The sequential global scale, how do you prefer to organize information? In sequential, learners prefer to organize information in a linear, orderly fashions. They learn in logically sequenced steps and works with information in an organized and systematic way. And global learners prefer to organize information more holistically and in a similar manner without seeing connections. They often appear scattered and disorganized in their thinking, yet often arrive at a creative or correct end product. So, how can independent learners help themselves? Inactive compensate for lack of discussion by scheduling regular meetings with the advising faculty member of SIC or other students interested in the same or similar topics and organize discussion groups. When developing your works to assess and creative ways to use the material learned. Talk about material learned with family and friends. So in reflective, schedule time to reflect on material. Don't just read. Stop periodically to review the material and think of possible questions of applications. Write short summary of materials to read. Use reflective writing styles like journals. So in sensing, make connections of the real words. Seek out specific examples of concept and procedures. Brainstorm about real world connections with your advising faculty member, other students, family, or friends. So, intuitive, seek an interpretation and theory links together facts. Try to find theoretical connections to material learned. Discuss theories and interpretation with your advising faculty members. Take care not to miss the details when producing work to assess. Thank you for listening to. That's all.